and they will attack you mentally. You need to have a reason before you quit on your values. Without a strong mindset, these people will eat you up. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for coming back. So today is a weekend, it's Saturday, and I am doing a meal prep in my kitchen. I didn't plan to make any video because when I'm cooking and everything, I play some music or some series to just like sort of get through the meal prep thing. But what happened today, I think I should not reveal what happened today, but I will give you a reminder. Do not let people pull you down. You might already know it, but I'll tell it again. Do not let people pull you down. When you are doing something great, when you are on the ladder of success, and that success is not as in materialistic success. It could be as in your potential. It could be your self-improvement. It could be your values. When you're sticking to your values, people will pull you down. They will pull you down, not in the physical sense, in the mental way. They will pull you down to their level. And believe me, you don't want to meet their level. Never in your entire lifetime you want to meet their level, because you've already been through that and you've grown on it. You've grown. So this morning, I was dealing with something from my family side for my younger sibling. He did what he felt was right. And someone, as in people, they come and tell him, oh, what you are doing is not right. But what we are saying is right. And mind you, these people are like 80s, in their 80s and 90s or whatever. I don't care. I give shit about what their age is. But I know what my brother was doing and I know what these people were doing. And I'm very grateful to God that my brother have enough courage to stick and take a stand for what he believes is right and what his values align with. All of us in our family, we have this system that we'll stand where we feel we are right. Doesn't matter who's pointing fingers at us. So this happened and there was a huge drama. Like huge drama. And of course, when you are a child, he's like just 20 or whatever. When you're a child, it takes a toll on you mentally. And I was telling him today about this ladder of success. And I believe you guys need to know it about too. So ladder of success is not only the materialistic level or ladder, materialistic ladder. No, that ladder of success is equal to your values. When you stick to your values, when you're on your self-improvement journey, okay? Many people, they think that we should stand for our values, but they do not. But they do have the same values as you. And when you take a stand for your values, they're like, oh, we do not have enough courage to stand for our values, and this young kid do. So they'll pull you down. Of course they'll pull you down. So what I was telling him, you know, when someone is above you on the ladder, they'll always give you a hand to pull you up. Because it's very difficult when you have to pull someone up. But when you have to pull someone down to the level of people who are already beneath you, it's very easy. And they will attack you mentally, because they do not have any physical rights on you, so they'll always attack you mentally. I'm sorry, I'm just in my kitchen doing meal prep, so my eyesight or everything would be here and there. They'll pull you down mentally. What you need to do is, you need to be so mentally strong that no one has the power over you. Take stand in what you feel is right, because in your heart, you know what you're taking stand for, and if this is right or not. I also believe in that God knows when He have to give you wisdom and when He have to give you the power to realize your values. So if you strongly believe that what you are doing is right, don't care about people. Just do what you need to do. Doesn't matter how young you are. It could go both ways. See, if you're young, if you're really young and you feel what you are doing is right, because in our teenage years, we feel like we know everything. You know what I mean? Like when you are in your 18, 17, 16, 15, you'll think, oh, I know everything. Don't you dare to tell me what to do. But let me tell you, kids, if any of you are in your teenage years, you feel like you know everything. But once you reach 21 or 22, you go into a mode where you need someone to tell you what to do. Because apparently you don't know everything. So listen to your parents, yes, but ask them for clarifications. Take your stance. Ask them if they are saying whatever you are doing is wrong. Ask them why. Like, start questioning why. You need to have a reason before you quit on your values. You can't do everything blindfolded. It's not 80s, 70s, 90s. Yes, you should respect your parents or your elders, but you have every right to question why, because you realize that your values are what you are actually taking stand for. And one thing I want to tell you is take notes, okay? One thing I want to tell you is you never want to have the pain of regret. Never in your life you want to have a pain of regret, because once you do something and later on you're like, I wish I would not have done this way, that pain is very bad. So even if something hurts you in the short term, but you think it'll not make you regret in the future, just do it. And if something happens, if things go south, at least you are accountable for the decisions that you made. At least it was you who made the decisions. So instead of complaining about people, what you'll do is you'll start complaining to yourself. Not in the unhealthy way, but in the healthy way. Like, oh, it was me making the decision, so it's fine. It's not a mistake, it's just a lesson. It's not the pain of regret. But when you let anyone else take your decisions for you, later on in your life, when the decisions don't go as expected, you start blaming the person and you start regretting because you did not take charge of your own life, which I've already been through it. But I was lucky enough to realize that it's never the mistake of a person taking decision for you. Never. Because when they take the decision, they analyze every single thing they have, and like all the experiences they've had. Okay, and sometimes it's good. But even though you're making the wrong decisions, just make your decisions yourself. So that later on this point is for all the people in their early 20s or mid 20s or late 20s. It's not for teenage people. It's not for teenagers, because teenagers apparently know everything. So I don't want you to hear this video. Even if you do, just be sure this video is not for you. Because when you get out of your teenage years and you go into your 20s, you suddenly have so much realizations, and you know what decisions to take and when to take and what to take. Actually, you don't know nothing, but you have so much experience that you can base your decisions on those experiences. But for teenage people, they have not seen the real world yet. So once you are in your 20s, you have seen the real world, then you can make your own decisions and be like, oh, I did make the decision, and in case the decision goes wrong, it's you accountable for it. No one else made it for you. So it's not the regret, it's just the lesson. Do not let people pull you down. People, actually, don't even bother about people. Don't even think about them. Even if they're trying to pull you down, don't even think about them. Don't waste your energy thinking about someone who does not think about you. For me, see, I'll be very straightforward. There was a time when all of my life decisions were taken by my family, but today is the time when all of the decisions are taken by me. And I will take the hardest decisions of my life. Even if I have to cry for 2 years for just one decision that I make, I'm fine with it. At least it's me who made the decision. And I'm taking the responsibility for it. That doesn't mean I don't love my family or I don't respect them. I respect them. I love them. But it's my life, so I'm just taking a control of it. I love them just the way I did before. I respect them even more now. But then it's my life. And the good part is my family is really understandable in this part. I do discuss things with them, but they know eventually I'll do my own mind. Because when you're grown up, your parents have had more experience than you can even think of. So I openly discuss things with my dad and my mom, but it doesn't mean that their experience will um, change my mind, or their experience will um, what do we say, like, affect or influence my decision. Sorry, I'm still working on my English. I thought I was good in English, but then the more I speak, the more I realize that I need to work on it. But beside that point, don't let people pull you down. People will not support you throughout your life. Even if you reach the top of the moon, there'll be always some people who will want to pull you down. And if they can't find anything, they'll start attacking your character. Which, when someone attacks your character, everyone, just take notes, they're not worth it. Let them go on with their life. They don't have anything interesting talking about themselves, so they're just using you so that people can listen to them. And it's actually good. They're marketing you. The more you have attention, the more good. So I was reading this book called 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And there's law 6, I think, which states court attention at all cost, which is actually right, because in today's world, you can do everything if you have attention. Every single thing if you have attention. Or in earlier days, people needed a platform to discuss things and everything. Today, we all have platform. So try to grab attention from people. Okay? If they talk shit about you, if they talk good about you, if they attack you, if they attack your values, if they are trying to pull you down, it's just because they've got nothing better going on in their own life. And they're jealous of you because they know they have the same potential in themselves too, but they're not acting on it. Because believe me when I say, you need to have courage. Okay, you need to have courage to walk on the path of your values, because it's not easy. For your values, you have to sacrifice a lot of things. And as I said in one of my poems, every great thing requires a small cost that you need to pay. So either you pay the cost of sacrifice or the cost of regret, in which I think the cost of regret is way more painful than the cost of sacrifice. So sacrifice things if you believe you're doing it for the right reason. And always take decisions thinking of the long run, not of the short run. Yes, of course, everyone would say, oh, you don't know if you'll live in the next moment or in next month or whatever. Don't worry about that. Take the decisions that align with your values. And for that, you need to know your values. What do you value the most? And if you need to know your values, you need to know yourself. The need to know yourself is so powerful that once you start knowing yourself, you'll go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's where your self-improvement is hiding. Because when you start knowing yourself, what happens is you realize your mistakes and you take accountability for it. Once you start accepting your mistakes, you improve. Many people do not improve because they will never accept being wrong. And which is, as I have grown into this new person, excuse my knife, as I've grown into this new person, I just cannot deal with shit people go through. Like, they'll do everything to just avoid accepting that this was their mistake. I mean, dude, every single person can see whose mistake it is. And you're trying to defend yourself, even though you know it's your mistake. To the point, never let people pull you down. Start your self-improvement journey and stand on what you believe is right. Because you will never be able to make everyone happy in this world. As long as your family as in, I just don't mean the biological family, the chosen family too. Some people, they choose their families because biological family is not too good. I understand, it's okay. As long as your family is happy with what you are doing and they know why you are doing what you are doing, Don't care about the rest of the stuff. That's what I told my brother. Now, even if you're wrong, I'm standing beside you because I know what you are doing is right. So there's that. And I've almost peeled an orange for myself while talking to you. Thank you so much for keeping me the company. And I hope you really get it into your mind that you do have to create a strong mindset. Without a strong mindset, you are nothing. I am sorry to say, I'm sorry to drop the veil, but without a strong mindset, these people will eat you up. And you'll be miserable for your entire lifetime. Thank you so much for sticking till the end, and thank you helping me peel the orange.